What's up, everybody? I'm Ali Love. Welcome to the Basics of Bossing Up, where we discuss basic principles in order to create the lives you want. It's early in the morning right now, like way early in the morning. The sun just came up. I'm in LA and I'm here for the Emmys. And I'm so grateful that I get to go. I just, got invited through a partnership and it's awesome. But I'm up early because my mind is going. As someone who owns a business, it is hard. And I know I'm preaching to the choir. Those of you that listen to these videos, those of you that comment on the comment section below, whether you're building a versatile career, you're an entrepreneur, or you're in a vertical career, you completely understand that you put every ounce of your energy into making things work. So I discussed this before, but I was talking to a girlfriend who also is a business owner, and she's very successful in what she's doing, in identifying how the most common question, let me get this first. The most common question that we're asked, because me and my girlfriend, we hang out with each other, we know each other, but we meet up for dinner. And the first thing we say is like, how do you do it all? Like, how do you do this? Like, how do you have a functioning business? How do you have a profitable business? Everyone wants to know those basics. Everyone wants to know, Ali, how do you just get up early in the morning? The basic things, right? Outside of that, we can add all the color and be you and do you and all that stuff that we want. We can add color to the conversation, but we need to have the basic conversation first. There needs to be a conversation, a language, a culture, a business. So one of the things that came up in us discussing, like, how in the world do we handle all these things, is identifying what we need. And I've talked about this on the previous Basics of Bossing Up, but the reason I'm bringing it back is because many of us, including myself, and I was up this morning and I kind of had a little bit of an epiphany. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood right now, but I was sitting here with my notebook, which I walk around with this notebook all the time, and I identified 3 positions that are needed to make my career, my company successful. So ideally 4. Here's what I mean. As someone who is a brand herself, so going out, being Ali Love, building partnerships, doing campaigns, being a Peloton instructor, being the host of the Brooklyn Nets, all of that comes with its own schedule. It comes with its own conversation, its lingo, meeting with my agents, like all of these things. And not woe is me, but giving insight. Please truly look at this as insight. I hope it didn't come off like shady. But with building that, just like many of us, when you're building a brand, most people want to work with you first before they work with your company. So like most people are like, oh, can I work with the founder? Or can we do an Instagram takeover with the founder? They're not like, can I just throw some sponsorship money at your event? Or can I just give your company some money to do this for us? And you always have to kind of like create those partnerships. But anyways, I was sitting here and I had a little bit of an epiphany and said, you know what, there are 4 things that I need, 4 positions in my community, in my close related network, in my hiring bank, to make my business work, to make my brand work. So different brand, personal brand and business, different than entrepreneurial, like Love Squad. So I need 3 positions for Love Squad, 1 for me. I need an assistant. So I used to have an assistant. She slowly transitioned into the team of Love Squad because she was really great at doing events, and now she runs all the events. Faye, shout out to you. So I have not had an assistant in a very long time. We do have an intern who's awesome, who's remote, who's learning. I FaceTime with her, I coach her. She's amazing. But I need someone there with me to come to events and take photos and manage my schedule. And also, like, you hire people. Here's the thing. You also hire people to tell you what to do and not for you to tell them what to do. They learn from you, but they also are really great in their space, and you learn from them, most importantly. So that's 1. The other 3 things is breaking down who can I put in position? Who can I... and this goes back to the conversation I was having with my girlfriend. It's like, who can we put in position to run certain aspects of our business where it is an investment financially? You do have to pay this person because you want them to invest the time. But the return on their work, hard work, will come back tenfold, where they're going to make money for the company and inadvertently pay themselves. So the whole point of this is to really clarify the positions you really need. What's going to make you money? Can you hire someone to do that? And that's it. That's the basics right there. What's going to make you money? And can you hire someone to do that? If that person can make you money doing that thing, you have to then use your resources and make an investment in that position. EI, pay them a weekly salary or a monthly retainer or an hourly rate. And then one of the things when you're starting out, because I want to keep this under 5 minutes, but I can take this one for eons. One of the things when you're starting out is hire an intern. work with people that are growing so that you learn your voice, that you learn your management skills, that you learn how to navigate and communicate and talk to people that work with you. One other tip before I go that I found very helpful in managing people that work remotely, because I have 2 people that work remotely for me, and then one that is in New York. In that, you have to get comfortable with voice notes. You have to get comfortable with FaceTiming. You have to get comfortable getting on your phone and doing a video as if you were having a meeting, like recording a video of yourself talking through your list of things and sending it to your team and them doing the exact same thing. Because when you're in transition, in terms of like, oh, you're on the subway or you're in an Uber or you're not when you're driving. Maybe when you're driving, you can listen to a voice note, but again, be careful. This one is running a little long. I'm just a heads up, stay with me. I think these tips are really important. So yes, you can listen to all of those things or watch those videos while you're in transition and then respond accordingly, because it's really hard to write emails. It takes much time to write text messages, to answer everything, to separate like your mom texting you from your boss texting you and all these things. So you want to make sure that you have those tools in place. So once again, just to really recap everything, have clarity on what makes you money. What makes you money? Even if you're really good at it, if you can hire someone to bring in even more revenue in that, doing that position with you, then you make sure you also write out what the job description is so they know exactly what they're doing. Seek that person on a board, on a community board like the Wing, or on a community board, at schools or colleges or whatever the case may be. So that's one. Invest financially in that person. We know you can't pay them $1 million salary. I mean, maybe you could, but whatever you can invest financially, let them know. If it's hourly, make sure they're recording their hours. If it's just a stipend, a monthly retainer, make sure they understand what that looks like so they can manage themselves. How many hours a week are you asking them to do? Revisit the conversation in 3 months. And then from there, make sure that you set a goal. What's your revenue goal? How can they monetize what their position is? Make sure you're giving them the tools. And I'm learning all this. So I have to be honest. It's not like I'm doing this today. I'm learning these things. And because the Love Squad isn't my primary job, which if it was, I do think, to be quite frank, it would be even more successful than what it is. But because it's a part of everything that I love to do and I don't want to give up all those other things, I want to build a team that's going to be relentless, strappy, hardworking, and love empowering women all over the world. And I want to make sure that I'm equipping them to do that. So I'm unfortunately and fortunately learning with my team. So they're going through it and then setting out to hire more people. So I just put out a job description on the Wing, because I'm a part of the Wing. Shout out to Audrey. She made that happen. My girl's awesome. But yeah, I need someone to come in and do some things that I just don't have the time for. And it's going to be an investment, but it's going to be worth it if I want and I believe in my business. So if you want your business to work and you believe in it, then definitely I would say narrow it down to maybe you don't have to hire 3 people, you don't have to hire 5, maybe just 1. Even if you have an assistant, getting an assistant, what does that assistant do? What's their time look like? Feedback, make sure you're helping grow the knowledge of what they can and can't do, not can't do, but can do for you, and what they shouldn't be doing for you, and making sure that they're walking away with some skill sets, some tools that they can also use when they go on to the next steps of that career, whether it means moving up into your company, from an intern to a paid position to a director to whatever, or for other companies. So I went well beyond 5 minutes, and I don't know, I hope you're still listening, but I just really had this epiphany and want to share. And I get a lot of messages. A lot of you text me, call me, DM me, email me. So I want to share this information. This one is a little longer. Please repost, make sure you comment. Thank you so much for listening to the Basics of Bossing Up. I am Allie Love, always here to boss up with you.